Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about red dots, and we're going to be comparing a red dot that has a dial versus a red dot that has buttons on it. Okay, I have here two rifles. Both of them are Adaball. I've been working with Adaball for about a year now, and basically these red dots have been working pretty good for me. They're 3M away, and it works really good on really bright days. And it works good. It's good enough that I can shoot at distance, right, and still get nice targets, and yet the red dot is big enough that if I'm doing tactical shooting and I can coming up, I can find that red dot pretty easy. So let's talk about the dial. One of the nice things about having a dial is that even if you're wearing these big, thick insulated gloves, and pretty much it's below 20 degrees outside, so I have to wear thick insulated gloves, I can just come up, turn this, boom, I can get to whatever level I want. It's a little too bright, just bring it down a few more notches, boom, okay? So the big dial works really good with thick insulated gloves, really easy to adjust, okay? It does not have an auto off, so if you forget to turn it off, you're gonna basically run your battery down, okay? So that's one of the bad things about having a dial such as this. Okay, you have to remember to turn that battery off. One of the nice things I like about Adaball is that it takes a AAA battery instead of those round 2032s. And I like working with I like red dots that have AAA batteries because they're cheap and I can find them pretty much anywhere, anytime. If I have to, I can take them out of some other electronic device. Okay, if in an emergency type of situation. So that's the thing with the round dial. I can grab it, turn it easily with these big thick gloves. With the one that has the buttons, okay, and I'll show you this one. You can see it's got buttons on it. It can be a little harder to manipulate with the thick gloves. Right now it's off. Basically, I just gotta hit it, turn it on. Okay, that time I did hit it, it did go on. But as far as adjusting the brightness, it could be a little bit more tricky. As far as getting to the right button there, it does have a. The way this red dot works is there's a. You basically turn any button to turn it on. Okay. Let me confirm that because I don't remember if that's. Let me make sure that that's true. So if I hit the up or down, nope. I gotta hit that button over there. There's three buttons on here. I have to hit the one that's all the way forward to turn it on. Okay. And then you have the up-down arrows next to it in order to adjust the brightness. Now, if you hit the off button once really quick, it switches to the auto setting. Okay. Now the thing with the auto setting is it may not be exactly what you want. Like right now on auto setting, it is a little too bright for me. Okay. For the light that we have now. But right now it's starting to get a little dark, and it thinks that it's actually dark. If I cover this with my hand, yeah, it comes down to basically where I want it to come down to. If I take my hand off, it's a little too bright. So the auto adjustment may not be exactly what you want. So I'm going to hit that off button again. Okay, great. So now the auto brightness adjuster is off, and I have to adjust with the up and down arrow keys. Up. So that's the other thing when you're dealing with these buttons. Sometimes you'll forget which is up and which is down. And right now I'm having a really hard time hitting the button that I want with these thick gloves. There you go, I got it. All right. So that's the thing with working with these buttons. If it's cold outside and you're wearing thick gloves, it can be really hard to get to those buttons and to make them do what you want them to do. One of the good things about this is it does have the this particular one has a 2-hour automatic shutoff. So if it doesn't sense that it's being used for 2 hours, and I guess that's a motion sensor, if it doesn't sense that it's being used, it is supposed to automatically turn itself off. So it does have that battery conservation ability that you're just not going to find on a dial, on a red dot like the other one that has a dial. Okay. So to turn this off, I just got to hold that off button down for I think like 2 seconds, There you go, got it off. That's it. That did the trick. Okay. So there's something for you guys to think about. When picking red dots, are you going to be working with these thick gloves? Do you ever potentially see yourself shooting in an area that's cold and you have to wear thick gloves? Now I do recognize, and I'm aware that they do make red dots these days that automatically turn themselves on and off. They're basically motion sensors. So you don't turn the red dot on off at all. It's always on. If you pick up the rifle, it senses motion and it automatically goes on. And then if you just put it away and then it senses it's not being used and it automatically turns itself off. That's not what I'm working with right now. So between these two red dots, although I do like the one that has the buttons as well, it does have a cool feature. The auto brightness adjuster, on some days, it can be useful. Although I find that most times I have to adjust it manually. With the dial, you're always going to get it right. You're just going to go on, get it to whatever setting you want. Got to adjust. You got a big dial there that you can turn it back off. Okay. So, like I said, some of you guys, you may not have the ability, or you may not be able to train year round, or you may not be able to train in a cold environment. So I kind of wanted to fill you in on one of the things that you may want to be aware of. That the red dots with the fine buttons. If you ever find yourself in a situation where you have to wear gloves, it might be a little bit more difficult to operate. Talk to you guys next time.